Welcome to Comfort Time with Aunty Yunike, where we share testimony stories. Today's story is gender as a compulsory subject in schools. And to share more on that, we've invited Mr. Nelson Banda to come and walk us through the steps that are happening and what is going on. Mr. Banda, please help us to understand, is this on the ground or is this something that is just a dream? And welcome to Comfort Time.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a very important platform to share our work, but also how we are responding to some of the issues which are coming out from the community.
From the communities, yes. And to alert the community.
Yes.
Sometimes they don't know what's going on.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So we would like to know, we saw your statement talking about gender as a compulsory subject. And I think that's to be commended, you know, because we have children or adults who think certain things belong to certain genders.
Yeah.
And I think having a topic like that will help them to understand. Yeah, so how have you gone about it? You gave a statement, we saw the statement, but what else are you doing?
Yeah, we shared that statement after looking at the statistics that our colleagues in the Zambia police give us on a quarterly basis.
Okay.
And if you look at those statistics, they really point to the fact that something needs to be done, especially when it comes to ending gender-based violence in families, in communities, and so forth. Yes, we have these other subjects in schools, but we need a subject that is going to help us build children with a human character.
Yes.
Yeah,
a culture of respect.
Yeah, a culture of respect.
For both genders.
Yes, because we need right now those statistics are so alarming, but we need to use them to do a lot of advocacy so that when we have gender studies, we are going to produce young people, students who are already wearing the human face, who are going to respect the values of respect amongst themselves and respecting women and girls as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So we looked at that statement to be very, very critical because some of the subjects that we are looking at, that we are learning in schools, do not add to building these young people to be champions, if I may use that word, to have human characters.
Yes.
For instance, you may ask, why do we learn geography? In geography, there are several parts, components. We learn about the prairies in the...
Can you imagine?
Canada.
We know about the world more than we know about even our own country.
Yes.
And when you go to those countries, I remember being in New Zealand. At that time, we were in a rural community. We went to visit a rural community. And I think they hadn't seen so many blacks. The children asked us, so how does it feel to live in a regular house?
Yeah.
And I was like, what do they mean? You know, and my husband was very funny. He says, oh, it's so stressful. Because, you know, if I was back in Africa, now I should have been hanging from tree to tree, you know, and even looking for food that I cannot find here. So, and you could say them believing, they didn't even see he was joking. They believed that what he was saying, that in Africa we hang on trees to be true. So knowing how little they know of the world, you know. But if you asked us, that's something that we are so good at, because we are taught things that do not even add value to our lives.
Yeah. So some of those subjects that we learn at school, I gave an example of geography. We read about the prairies, the steppes. They do not actually help us to build character into young people. It's good we learn about them to know other places, but the stage that we are now, I think we need to build a Zambian, a young person who grow up respecting the other gender. The reason is simple. The statistics that we are seeing, which are going up every day, I think we need to begin to respond to such issues, starting from the community. First, we need to start from the families, and then when young people go to school, the teachers and the education system,
they add on,
so that we don't have a mismatch. Because at the end of the day, this young person will grow up. We want this young person to grow up and respecting other people or the
other genders.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why we said those statistics that are shared by the police, it's important to look at them critically, so that we use them to champion, our advocates, so that there's a shift from, learning things that are not necessary, but we need to learn things that
will add value
to our societies.
Because if you look at, like was explained, like the same sciences, we know each part of a grasshopper. Tell me how that helps us. We have mines in this country. I have not heard of a single millionaire, a Zambian millionaire from the mines. So what are we doing? We need to have millionaires to show that this country is rich in minerals. And you point to a few people who are millionaires because of the same. We don't have that. So it shows that there's a mismatch in the way that we are trained in schools. We have so much water. We have great soils. I've not heard of a millionaire from agriculture. So what are we doing? We need to be strategic in the subjects that we allow. And gender will allow that, whether it's a woman, it's a man, they can be millionaires in any of those fields, because no one is going to be saying, even Baba Mona, even Baba Kaz. No, we should have opportunities, same opportunities, same respect for both genders. So this is a very good thing.
Yeah, and the other things, of course, because of so much, when people started talking about gender, we saw that some higher institutions of learning have introduced the courses in gender, for instance, at university level, at tertiary level. But that is good, but those are meant to build professionals.
Yes.
Okay, but we need to build non-professional characters using those. So I think we need to go back to the drawing board. So that if those who want to go and take gender studies as a profession, they should progress.
They can build up.
They can build up. But we need it to build character at family level.
So this is for a different reason altogether, not for as a profession. No.
I think if we take that route, we are going to succeed to bring the statistics that are shared by the police down. I think in the first quarter there are about 10,997. So if we have got those subjects we're talking about, then in the future we can reduce the statistics. And remember, it's also costly to deal with those statistics, because we're dealing with a person who has been traumatized, has been abused. There's a medical issue, there's a psychological issue that the country has to invest, attend to. Then we also have to keep on building the capacity of the people that work with those survivors in terms of colleagues from Zambia Police, they need retraining, they need a lot of support. Yeah, but if we start from somewhere, from the community, I mean from the family, the schools, and I think that will be a long-term investment that will impart values, and will end up, reducing those statistics from going up, because the people, the young people who have values on respecting women and girls and also themselves. Yeah.
No, that would be very helpful. This is a very good thing that you have embarked on, as you are doing even in other areas, but this will have a holistic growth for the country. And so we commend you for that.
Oh, thank you very much. That recommendation is enough fuel for us to keep on.
No, please continue. So much. The community is learning so much. We are all, learning so much, because we are bringing issues as soon as they happen, or the subjects that you are seeing that need to be attended to, you bring that to the community. And the communities now are always learning, always rethinking, how can we do this better? How can we improve on this? It's all because these issues are coming up. So continue bringing these issues up, and we're sure the government is listening, Ministry of Education is listening. Very soon we expect to hear that this is not just a wish, but it's something that is happening. I hope you did do a letter to them to tell them.
Yeah, we have not done a letter, but the statement.
The statement went to them.
Yeah, it went to them. It's published. It's all over, and we know that even our members of parliament have read through.
Yes.
Those the statements that we read.
Okay. Yeah. I think you need to do more than that. Do a letter to the Ministry of Education, explaining like you have explained. When sometimes they don't see the importance of making it happen now. They may feel that because we have it in the higher education, it's enough. They will not see that in higher education, it's for a totally different scenario. When we ask for gender in the lower classes, it's for building a character that appreciates gender, that appreciates respect for male and female.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, thank you so much. Unless you have something else you'd like to share with us.
Well, I think that is all for now.
Okay.
The viewers should always search out for our work on the YouTube.
Yes.
If they want to learn more.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Mr. Banda, for this very important topic of bringing gender as a compulsory subject in schools. And we are not talking just about the universities. We are talking about primary school, secondary school, even lower, because that will make our children understand the beauty of respect for genders. Also, we are in the same vein, we want our girl children, our boy children to be millionaires, because in this country we have mines, we have great land and soils and waters, but we have not heard of millionaires in those. Maybe it's because in school we are not concentrating on issues that can help our populace to grow holistically. So please continue with what you're doing. It's making an impact on society. We are so grateful, and God bless you.
Thank you so much.
So for those who have subscribed, we are saying thank you. To those who are yet to, we are saying please do. Always remember to give us a thumbs up so that we can share with everybody, and make sure that you share our videos so that more people have this information. Comfort Time continues. See you in the next video.